Hey YouTube, Will here from All Electric, and today I have the Aventon Sinch. Now if you remember, I did this review about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and this is the updated version. In this video, you're gonna get my complete review after using this e-bike for several weeks. Let's jump right in. So first, let's jump into the styling. I would have to say that this is one of the most stylish, or what I prefer to be one of the most stylish e-bikes that I have tested. I really like the beefier frame, although it does make it a little bit heavier, but I just love the angles and the curves, and I definitely like this white over the black that I reviewed several years back. Now, one thing that they did upgrade finally is you can use the throttle from zero. You can see me here, the kickstand is down, and you can spin the back tire. That was something that the first bike didn't have. Again, with the styling, not much has changed. I think the frame is actually identical. The only thing that is different is the white color, but I love the big, huge honking latch, which I'll get to later. Now, one thing they're missing here is a chain slap guard. I would have liked to seen that, especially around this logo, the Sinch logo writing. They could have easily added that. So from the handlebars, on the right side of the handlebars, you're gonna have a brake and you're gonna have the gear shifter. And then so there's the better view of the gear shifter, which is really convenient and easy to shift gears. Then you have this huge display in the middle, which I absolutely love. Then on the left side, you have your power button, your pass button, where you can amp the levels up, and your other brake. So to fold this e-bike, it's super easy. You have a folding handlebar right there, and then the brakes actually push in. You can see they're kind of different than the bike I just reviewed about a week ago, which I'll leave a link to that video here as well. Once you get these pedals folded in, which is definitely not necessary, just adds a little bit of extra space, then you can undo that big latch in the middle, kick the kickstand up, and then it'll sit there on that bracket. So very similar design to the other bike that I just reviewed last week that you can find on Amazon, but I will say that this one definitely has a higher premium part content, if that makes any sort of sense, and it might not. So let me put the seat down so you can just get an understanding. Now this definitely as well fits in the back of a Model 3, although it is heavy. This is a beefier bike. Now to unfold it, you just go backwards. Now when I say premium parts, this seat feels like a very nice professional bike seat, not a cheapo China-made bike seat. Now, then once you flip it all the way out, the bike automatically turns off, so you do have to power it back on before you can get started going. Now don't forget the pedals like I just did there. So this is a super powerful motor. You can see how it just gets up and goes, and definitely feels like it has way more power than the other e-bike with a similar folding ability. Now I love that throttle from zero. It's definitely a nice thing to have, and this thing goes quickly up to its max speed of a Class 2 bike at 20 miles per hour. I'm about 200 pounds, and it has no problem getting me up some pretty aggressive hills. Now my wife also got the opportunity to ride this bike, and one of the things that she really hated was the huge buckle that she said would hit the inside of her leg every time she pedaled, and it was just a big pain in the butt, is what she said. Although you can see me here, it's not too much in the way for me. I guess I have a bigger frame versus her smaller legs might be closer to that buckle there that you see. And that's the biggest complaint that she had about this e-bike. Again, My longer legs didn't seem to hit that buckle, but I definitely saw where she was struggling with that buckle placement because of that fatter frame, because the battery is actually inside that frame. So just something to keep in mind if you're planning on purchasing this bike. Now, something else that I really love about this bike is the removable batteries. So this makes it really convenient if you want to use this as a bike that you're going to, let's say, commute to work on. So ditch your car and ride this to work. Park it outside your work, bring the battery inside, or fold it up and stick this bike in your lobby if that's available to you. Carry the battery to your desk and just simply plug it in just like you plug in an iPhone. I love removable batteries on a commuting e-bike like this, where you can realistically commute in some pretty hot weather and not be super sweaty when you get to work, because this thing has a throttle. You're not going to sweat. Definitely a more fun way to get to work. Now, one thing I would say that this bike is lacking over the Amazon bike that I keep talking about is the integrated headlight, taillight, fenders. So you get a lot of extra goodies with that less expensive bike, but it comes at a cost because Aventon spent the money where it counts, and that's in this rear hub motor. So this is a very powerful rear hub motor that has no problem propelling me very quickly down the road. Also, I thought the ride was a lot smoother than the other e-bike, although they were both just had front fork suspensions. This ride definitely felt a lot smoother. I'm not sure if that has to do with a more expensive tire that they used, or the front fork, or maybe it's both. But definitely something to keep in mind. Overall, I would definitely recommend this bike if you are looking for something that has a bigger battery that's going to allow you to go further distance and a more powerful motor. If you're a bigger guy or gal, then definitely go with this one with a more powerful motor. Again, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description if you want to pick one of these up. Now, if the Sinch is definitely out of your budget, then make sure you check out my other video with that less expensive bike from Amazon. But if the Sinch is in your budget and you do like the styling like I do, and you want to pay up for that bigger motor, which I think is totally worth it, then click the link down below to go to Aventon's website where you can pick up one of these Sinches. All right, guys, there you have it. That is my full review of this e-bike. If you want to pick one up, it's not going to cost you anything to use one of the affiliate links down below in the description. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you share this video with a friend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.